everyone, Cynthia here. So, last Friday, I was invited by this amazing team at Amando Podcast to do a sharing session on their online professional learning community. So, I was asked to share how I use music in my language classroom, but I missed it. What a bummer. Well, okay, all right. So I was really looking forward to that session. Seriously, yeah. This is the advertisement from Amando Podcast, which I have shared in my own Beyond Chalk and Talk Instagram. Well, so yeah, basically I missed it because I have to do this. I think some of you might know what this is. I've decided to come up with this video to share with you how I use music in my own language classrooms. But before we move on to the classroom activities, I would like to introduce you to this little guy here. This is my main teaching instrument, a musical instrument actually. Simply because it is so portable, it is so easy to carry around, it can fit into my handbag. No, it can't fit into my handbag. It can fit into my backpack. Yeah, and then it's so light. Yeah, so light. And then my students love it. Okay, they love it. They think it's cute, and they also love the sound. The sound is really lovely. All right. So the first way is using songs to help my students to remember grammar rules. All right, so the example that I want to show you today is how I use this simple melody to help my students to remember the rules for subject-verb agreement. Let's use the subject-verb agreement rules for verb to be in the present tense form. So this is how the song sounds like. Okay, here goes. I am, he is, she is, it is, Ali is, you are, we are, they are, Ali and Lisa are. Yeah. Right, so let's move on to the second way on how I use music in my language classroom, and that is to drill vocabulary, basic sentence patterns, or formulaic expressions. So I want them to be able to ask their friend, what do you want to be when you grow up? And when they are being asked that question, I want them to be able to answer, I want to be a teacher when I grow up, or I want to be a doctor when I grow up, for instance. Yeah, so in order to help them to remember the sentence patterns and also the vocabulary, I use this song. Let's do teacher. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher when I grow up. Okay, so that's how it goes. Okay, so the third way I use music in my language classroom is by using songs to provide a template for writing. So to give you an example, I want to share with you a lesson where I use a song to help my students learn the sentence patterns for writing an email or an informal letter. Dear friend, how are you? How do you do? I hope you're doing well. I hope this letter finds you well. I'm doing fine, and I hope that you are too. I am writing to tell you that I'd like to share how the song sounds like. The final and the fourth way I use music in my classroom is to wrap it up. Yeah, to summarize. After teaching a few topics in succession, I would normally want my students to review, to recall what they have learned and throughout the week or in a few weeks. All right. So this is a song that I've created where I put together the topics that we have learned on days in a week, months in a year, weather, and seasons. All right. So this is how it sounds like. I love you on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, every day. My love for you will never die. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. In January, in December, on a sunny day or a rainy day, my love for you will never die. All right. All right, so that wraps, I think, today's sharing session. I'm not the best singer, I know, and I'm not the best ukulele player. What I intend to do today is just to share with you the 4 ways that I've used music in my own language classroom. Also, I hope that you enjoyed today's sharing. Hope to see you again in the next video if I feel like making one. All right, so yeah, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe, take care, bye bye.